I'm warning you only once. Get ready. Nevada hides a geography far more disturbing than you imagine. Most people see the neon lights of Vegas and think desert, but they are missing the ruthless reality. Nevada is a 110,000 square mile glitch in the Earth's crust, a landscape that is physically growing wider every single year as the ground beneath it literally tears itself apart. It is a place where sea monsters are buried in the sand, where rivers simply vanish into the mud, and where the federal government owns so much land that the citizens are essentially guests in their own state. Today, we're stripping away the postcards to reveal the 22 systemic secrets of the Silver State that prove you don't know Nevada at all. Let's start at 22. Fact 22. The expanding state. Nevada is literally growing. And the crazy part is, the Earth's crust here is being stretched and thinned by tectonic forces. Over the last 16 million years, the state has nearly doubled in width. The reality check? This crustal extension is so aggressive that one day, the ocean could flood this thinning gap, turning the Nevada desert into a new American sea. Fact 21. The Army of Caterpillars. Nevada is the most mountainous state in the lower 48, featuring over 314 distinct ranges. But here's the catch. Early geologists described the map as an army of caterpillars marching toward Mexico. Because of the basin and range topography, you are never, not once, out of sight of a jagged mountain peak, no matter where you stand in the state. Fact 20. The Sea Monster Graveyard. Deep in the desert at Berlin Ichthyosaur State Park, you aren't walking on sand. You're walking on a prehistoric ocean floor. The disturbing part? Nevada is the only place on Earth where you can see 50-foot-long sea monsters preserved exactly where they died. These Triassic giants prove that the driest state in the Union was once a ghost-filled prehistoric kingdom. Fact 19. The Enderhike Trap. Most rivers flow to the sea, but Nevada's water is in a geographic prison. The hidden system here is the Great Basin, a massive Enderhike sink. Every drop of rain that falls here either evaporates, seeps into the ground, or ends up in a salt lake with no outlet. In Nevada, the water doesn't escape. It just dies in the desert. Fact 18. The man-made moon. Inside the Nevada National Security Site sits the Sedan crater. The reality check? It's a 1,200-foot wide hole created by a nuclear blast in 1962. It displaced 12 million tons of Earth and is so massive that astronauts can see it from space with the naked eye. It's a permanent radioactive monument to the power of human engineering. Fact 17. The Accidental Rainbow. Near the Black Rock Desert sits the Fly Geyser, a vibrant multicolored tower of rock. And the crazy part is, it was a human accident. A geothermal test well was drilled in 1964 and never capped correctly. Over decades, mineral-rich water built up mounds covered in thermophilic algae, creating an alien landscape that looks like science fiction. Fact 16. The Ancient Sentinels. On the slopes of Wheeler Peak, there are organisms that have been alive since the dawn of civilization. The reality check? These bristlecone pines are nearly 5,000 years old. They grow so slowly that their wood is as dense as stone and resistant to rot. They are the oldest non-clonal living things on Earth, silently watching the centuries pass from the subalpine heights. Fact 15. The Vanishing River. The Humboldt River is the longest in the state, but it's a geographic failure. The crazy part? It flows for 300 miles and then simply disappears. It winds through the north before evaporating into the Humboldt Sink. For early pioneers, this crooked river was a nightmare, bitter, brackish water that led to a dead end in the mud. Fact 14. The Loneliest Road. US Route 50 was once labeled the loneliest road in America. But here's the catch. Travelers were warned they needed survival skills just to cross it. The road crosses 17 different mountain passes with almost zero gas stations or cell service. It's a rhythmic cycle of ascending peaks and descending into silent, sagebrush-filled voids. Fact 13. The highest lighthouse. Nevada is a desert, yet it holds the record for the highest elevation lighthouse in the US. The reality check? The Rubicon Point Lighthouse sits 6,300 feet above sea level on a cliff overlooking Lake Tahoe. It was built to navigate the second deepest lake in the country, proving that even in the mountains, Nevada has maritime dangers. Fact 12. The Federal Fortress. One of the most staggering facts about Nevada is that the people who live there don't own it. The hidden system? Over 80% of the state is managed by the federal government, the highest percentage in the nation. From the BLM to the military, Nevada is essentially a massive restricted playground where the public land is often a high-security zone. Fact 11. The Tufa Towers. Pyramid Lake looks like it belongs on another planet. The reality check? It's a remnant of the prehistoric Lake La Hontan. The lake is famous for tufa formations, giant limestone structures sculpted into bizarre shapes. The most famous is the pyramid-shaped island that gives the lake its name, rising majestically from highly alkaline deep blue water. Fact 10. The Mud Cathedral. In Cathedral Gorge, the landscape looks like it was molded by a giant artist. The hidden system? These are spires of soft bentonite clay, the byproduct of ancient volcanic explosions. Rainwater has eroded the clay into intricate slot canyons and cathedrals of mud. Walking through them feels like exploring a natural labyrinth that shouldn't exist in a dry desert. Fact 9. The Keystone Collision. At Red Rock Canyon, you can see a collision of eras. The crazy part? The Keystone Thrust Fault pushed older gray limestone directly over younger red sandstone. This tectonic shift occurred 65 million years ago, creating a visually jarring line in the cliffs that marks where the Earth's crust literally folded over itself. Fact 8. The Infinite Flatness. The Black Rock Desert is one of the flattest places on the planet. The reality check? It's a 1,000 square mile dry lake bed so level that it's used for world land speed records. When it rains, the surface becomes a perfect mirror. It's a blank canvas of alkali clay where the horizon stretches into infinity, creating a void that swallows all sense of scale. Fact 7. The glacier in the desert. Most people think Nevada is all heat and sand, but it's home to the only active glacier in the Great Basin. The disturbing part? Tucked away on Wheeler Peak at 12,000 feet is a rock glacier, a field of ice and boulders that continues to move. It's a frozen remnant of the past, hidden in a deep cirque where the sun never reaches. Fact 6. The Singing Mountain. Sand Mountain is a 600-foot tall dune that actually sings. The hidden system? When the wind blows or the sand is disturbed, the uniform grains rub together to produce a low-frequency hum. It sounds like a distant airplane or a swarm of bees, a vocal monument to the desert's ability to create sound from the remains of a prehistoric sea. Fact 5. The Seismic Hole. Devil's Hole is a geothermal pool in a limestone cavern. The crazy part? The water level in this tiny desert hole fluctuates in response to earthquakes occurring thousands of miles away. It acts as a giant natural seismograph, connected to a massive underground aquifer system that spans the entire region. Fact 4. The Groom Lake Fortress. In the heart of the desert lies Groom Lake, a massive salt flat. The reality check? This is the foundation for Area 51. The geography is a natural fortress, a flat, stable surface for testing aircraft, surrounded by rugged mountain ranges that provide a ruthless barrier to the outside world. The landscape itself was co-opted for the world's deepest secrets. Fact 3. The Gold Belt. Hidden beneath the northeastern desert is the Carlin Trend. The hidden system? It's one of the most productive gold districts on Earth. But you won't find nuggets here. The gold is microscopic and disseminated through the rock. The open-pit mines are so massive they can be seen from space, a permanent alteration of the geography for buried wealth. Fact 2. The ghost population. Nevada has more ghost towns than it has currently inhabited cities. The reality check? This is the result of a boom and bust cycle where thousands flocked to remote canyons for silver and then vanished overnight. These skeletal buildings are being slowly reclaimed by the sand, serving as silent monuments to the temporary nature of human life in a harsh environment. Fact 1. The crustal expansion. The most mind-blowing fact is that Nevada is literally growing wider every year. The hidden system? The state sits in the center of the Basin and Range province, where the Earth's crust is being stretched and thinned. Nevada has nearly doubled in width over 16 million years. It is a dynamic, expanding landscape that continues to evolve beneath your feet. Nevada is not just casinos and sand. It's a state of sea monsters, nuclear craters, and a crust that is literally tearing itself apart. If this much complexity is hiding behind the neon lights, imagine what else you've been missing. Which fact hit you the hardest? Fact 22 or Fact 1? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like so we can keep uncovering the hidden systems of our world with States Explained. See you in the next video.